So the next speaker is a man of faith, a tech entrepreneur, and a football fan. And he's also the winner of Chicago's 2022 Impromptu Speaking Championship. He's proud of his Nigerian heritage and for being an Asian ally. This speaker is Herbert Obah Jr., who will talk about how public speaking helps develop allyship. And get this is going to be 100% impromptu, a speech that he's made outside of a Starbucks. Herbert Obah Jr., over to you.
You're probably wondering, what is a black man doing on an Asian Alliance video? I'm about to tell you why this black man is on this Asian Alliance video. It's because I am an impromptu speaker. Now you ask yourself a question, how is impromptu speaking and a black man on an Asian Alliance video connected? The reason that these two things come together in impromptu speaking is the glue, is because impromptu speaking, it's what broke down the barriers between me and Mandy Shaw, the black Asian barrier. Number one, impromptu speaking, the value it brings. It allows you to get uncomfortable, putting yourself on the spot. The one example that happened between me and Mandy Shaw was I took the opportunity to speak out to her and say, "Hey Mandy, what is it that you do?" And she gave her response to me. Me and Mandy Shaw are part of a public speaking society. A society that uses communication that disrupts the barriers, the relational barriers, and produces allyship. Impromptu speaking in this realm also gave me the opportunity, which was number 2 on the list of how impromptu speaking can build allyship, was the opportunity to be able to speak on the fly and to be able to use the impromptu speaking to then go into a deeper conversation. That is competing. You see, impromptu speaking gives you the ability to take what's around you and to compete with it. When me and Mandy Shaw was able to take the next level of public speaking and compete, we were able to, I would call Mandy and encourage her. "Hey Mandy, we can do this. We can make it to the next level." And it was by speaking spontaneously and being able to encourage on the spot, on the fly, that allowed us to reach great heights. The workplace can be a place of rigidness, competitiveness, and not being able to really work as allies. But through public speaking and impromptu of what I do best, it allows you to break down those barriers in the workplace, the rigidness, to be able to ask the deeper questions, to be able to take information that you gathered, such as the Chinese calendar. It was through the opportunity of impromptu speaking that allowed Mandy to tell me about it was the year of the tiger, which helped to break down the cultural barriers, and we were able to relate with one another because I love tigers. I feel I am a tiger. And it made us to be able to have a deeper relation in that. The impromptu speaking that I want to be able to give to you and give you that value is something that can be beneficial to all employees in a workplace. And that's to get away from the toxic work culture and to move into a paradise of a culture, a work culture that works together, that's cohesive, that's organic, that has difference, but that difference actually energizes the workplace. And that's the value that I can bring to you. And also, on top of that, through that opportunity that me and Mandy has to be able to communicate with one another, she's been able to give her privilege to me as an ally and to help me with my virtual presentations. Her wisdom in that area could not have been done without the communication skills that we've built. So in closing, I want to be able to bring you forth through this training to make you an incredible impromptu speaker, to break down barriers, and to build allyship. Please come, join us on this conquest.
Wow, that's amazing that it was all done impromptu there. Thank you so much, Herbert, for that awesome talk. I think today's theme of really speaking up and raising our voices to share our stories has really permeated through all of our talks. And this idea of really using impromptu speaking to connect with others on that deeper level, to have these conversations is a really great skill.
So just quickly, again, when I hear that allyship, it's very important to me about bridge building, but I also hear sharing, right? Sharing your story and engaging with others. Some of the work that I do is with the Jewish community. I'm not Jewish, nor have I had a background with working with Jewish people, but I found a connectivity through anti-Semitism and rising against hate. And so from that connection, we were able to become allies where we support each other. I show up and support their events, and they're very helpful and supportive of me in my events. And what brought us together was not our religion nor our race, but rather our fight against hatred and being marginalized on the community. So this allyship is really important. And again, the speakers that we come together and have today, I hope to meet many of them to build on that allyship and expand my own network. And